Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're doing amazing. Well, as you can see, I have changed my background. It's a virtual background, yes, and I found it to be colorful because I just wanted to paint and make it a little brighter. So I thought, why not use a virtual background when we have it? So yeah, here it is, the settings with all the virtual background, pink, blue, everything. Well, so let's get back to serious discussion. Um, what do I talk about today? Well, I do have a topic today, and that is break through your own glass ceilings. Did you? Did it ring a bell? It did? Yes. We all talk about glass ceilings and everything. That's separate. I'm going to talk about break through your own glass ceilings. What is glass ceiling? Is a barrier, right? And I'm not going to the literal meaning of glass ceilings, but I'm taking this as a barrier. How we stand as a barrier in our own growth. And if you reflect, many times we put the blame on others, the external environment, the situation, what wasn't right, and everything, which is very natural, which is a part of our own reflection again. But then there is a huge part, if you really honestly reflect, which will tell you that you are also responsible for not doing what you want, not creating what you want, and you are acting as the glass ceiling. Yeah, you're acting as a barrier. It may sound crazy, but if you really want a lasting transformation in you and an empowered transformation in you, the ability to look inward and see where you are standing in your own path is very, very important. I would call that to be a skill, introspection skill, honest introspection skill, where you not only look at the good things that you've done, but also the things that you're yourself holding back and not acting upon it. So the first barrier that I'm going to pick up today, which stands in my own growth and my clients and most of the people I know and who are absolutely brilliant and really gifted, great, is not trusting oneself, one's own abilities, one's own craft, one's own gifts, but every other voice that says you can't. Yes, sadly, but that's the truth. You heard me right. People like us, we stand in our own way when we stop trusting ourselves, why we do what we do, and give loads of importance to what others think about us, what others opine about us. And if, let's say, they say you can't, we believe that. And then we stop taking actions. Well, I'm putting in front of you all a hard reality. I know it's a slap on one's own face, but then if you really want to make a difference in your life and get out of your way, you have to do this kind of introspection. I have chosen to take a stand, to be an inspiration and be a change agent and pave the way for transformation. So for that, it is important that I model what I'm expecting to create out there in the world. So many times you'll find in my videos, I talk about things that is not working for me or what I did, so that you can also reflect as to, are you also doing that? Or is somebody that you know is doing that and you can help that person? by even forwarding the video or maybe sharing the concept so that you make a difference. For making difference, we don't need to do big things as we think so. We can make a difference with tiny ripples. And so people like us who are great, everybody is great, by the way, if you know how to look at them and see their greatness, by the way. So I'm talking about those people who kind of do not trust on themselves, but every other voice which says, no, you can't. And then slowly you plant that seed of critic inside you. And then you don't need the external world to tell you anything, but then you will kind of use that critic whenever you try to dream something, whenever you try to act on something. And so I say, break through your own glass ceiling. Because in this case, you are the one who is standing in the way and nobody else. If you want to be a trailblazer, if you want to walk a path which nobody has traveled, and you may say, oh, I don't want to, it's absolutely fine. But I know there are people who can do that and want to do that. So I'm speaking for them and to them. If you want to be a trailblazer, please understand that we have to be willing to walk the path alone. You can't afford to collect yeses all the way, because there would be times when people would not understand what you're doing. People would not get you. People will mock at you, ridicule you, and your ideas and everything. Probably because they haven't understood, or probably you couldn't understand them. That's okay. But if you give up that time, then you are doing injustice to your own self, and then you're acting as a barrier to your own growth. And that's why I say, break through your own glass ceiling. Learning to trust oneself in scenarios like this is the biggest gift that we can give ourselves. Because if you can do that and have patience and still keep walking that path, no matter what, then you will be able to manifest that hard, difficult dream that you have dreamt of and the why that you're meant to manifest in this world. And that's the time when you can make a difference. So what would it take to build that trust in you? You know that. You already have it in you. All you're doing is you are putting your focus more on the critic and not on the realist and the dreamer. What if you also put your focus on the dreamer in you and the realist in you, and that side of you who knows that you can do it, and keep walking it no matter what, no matter whether people appreciates you, understands you, it doesn't matter. You believe in your why, and that's why you are a trailblazer. That's why you are doing something which nobody is doing. That's why you have the potential to be an innovator. That's why you're here to create something different in this world. And so I say, believe in yourself when nobody believes in you. Believe in your why when nobody trusts you. You got to trust yourself. And if you can do that, welcome to the world of success, manifestation, and fulfillment. For a second, remove that I, that ego. Ego is what? Self, which is too much concerned about what is good and what is not good. Too much concerned about me or not concerned at all. That is also ego. What if for a second you drop everything and just think about the why and the bigger difference that it's going to make in the world? Well, if you're one of them who does this, I do it. Many of my clients do it. And a lot of people I know, they do it. Don't be hard on yourself. It's okay. All it is not okay is if you live by that and if you believe it completely. The moment you catch yourself not trusting yourself and your goals and dreams and trusting every other voice which says, no, you can't, that's the time you've got to buckle yourself up and be aware and get back on track and keep walking that path. I'm sure you will then create something beautiful. And if not, you'll be an inspiration for everybody else to follow that path. Well, with this, I leave you here with. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do write to me. I love to hear your stories. And until next, take care. Love you all. Next episode, might be I'll talk about another barrier or something that I intuitively feel and something that I feel will be useful for you all. Well, bye-bye. Take care.